You have the best-selling model, the Cupra Born, in the Cupra house. So what's the plan for the future, Stefan?
You improve it.
They've outdone themselves again. Cupra has done it with the new Cupra Born VZ. VZ means all-wheel drive. VZ means 240 kilowatt, and VZ means performance. Before we get started, take a look at her sleek design, showcasing Cupra's commitment to excellence and advanced engineering. Check if you're already part of the electric entrance community. If not, we'd be thrilled if you'd support us with a subscription. And now let's get started with the brand new Cupra Born VZ. And as always, we'll start from the outside, starting from the front. Take a very close look at the front section of the most powerful and advanced version of the Cupra Born, the impressive VZ model. And what we notice is there wasn't really such a huge difference, or no difference at all, compared to the regular Born, because Cupra says in electromobility we don't need to put on a show. Fender flares, side skirts, spoiler lips, and so on, showing that driving speaks for itself, blending style and power. Let's go chronologically. Here we nicely have the logo in copper color. Here, small power domes so the wind finds its way. The Cupra nicely spelled out here. That's also a sign of strength. And otherwise, we have what we already know, plus that copper note down below again as a distinctive feature. For the Born VZ, yes, when we get to the side, we not only see that there's a new black metallic, more on that later, but also big fat new wheels. Steph, what's going on with Cupra?
Chic, here nicely on 20-inch rims. But I have to be honest with you. Do you know what the rims remind me of a little? Do you know those old Roman chariots where there was a spike on the axle?
Nope.
Somehow it's got...
Right? Oh, I see. What I like most about it is that while it's an aerodynamically optimized rim, which is why it has the disc in the middle, it almost looks like a central lock, like we know from Porsche, for example. And we don't have this typical aerodynamic design, but it's a nice wheel spoke design in the dynamics, which you don't immediately associate with an electric car, and which also, I think, looks very, very efficient. What I like is the side skirt here, and also this elevation here. That looks good. That looks very stylish. And at the back, we have the big, fat, and bold rim again to complete the comprehensive picture. And for all those who don't like copper that much, they have kept it in this nice light gray silver. Maybe it's something new for a change, yes?
That's something.
Feel free to write in the comments how you see it. Do you prefer copper, or do you also like other colors? Yes, what he needs, of course, is a big, fat rear spoiler so he gets proper downforce on the rear axle. The only thing I don't like, sorry, is up there, that shark fin thing. Stefan, what's going on?
Here's another way.
Cupra. And install the wiper blade nicely down here so it wipes from the top, then it's not visible. What kind of distinctive rear end would that be again? Yes, from the backside, so to speak. From the rear, it truly looks just like the regular Born that we are all familiar with, and there's hardly any noticeable difference whatsoever. I can't really see any noticeable difference at first glance. Nice diffuser, then a bit of the black with the dark gray metallic finish. And what I would have assumed, there's got to be another facelift at some point, Stefan, right?
Yeah, rumor has it.
I don't think before 25, but only a fool would think otherwise. I followed up. I investigated for you. They're not giving any information. First, the top model is coming, and then we'll see what happens with Cupra in the future. They're all reserved because here he basically still has the opener for the tailgate. We'll show you that a bit later because, especially in the new models like the Tamascan you might have seen before, the Cupra logo is in the light strip. I was really thinking that maybe the VZ might just get that unique touch once again, right?
That'd be nice, sure.
It's 4.32 meters long, 1.80 meters wide, making it truly muscular for such a compact car, ensuring presence on the road. 154 meters high and the wheelbase is 2.76 meters. Now here's the thing, we have a battery pack. It's in the press kit with 79 kilowatt net and 84 kilowatt gross. So, another 2 kilowatt, which is slightly more than in the ID3 with maximum range. Yes, what we also have here is, of course, important data worth considering. A port that can charge 3-phase at $11 kilo AC at home and at public stations, allowing faster and efficient charging. And DC really goes full throttle here with 175 kilowatt, and then it should charge from 10 to 80% in 26 minutes. We need to try that. In Germany, we need a consumption drive at 100, 120, 140 km/h. We need the charge check from 10 to 80%. The Cupra Born VZ must quickly and reliably go into the Simply Electric Central. Why? Because it has two motors, one on the front axle, one on the rear axle, together 240 kilovolt, 326 HP, 0 to 100 in 5.6 seconds, and at 200 km/h, it's done. Cobra has also improved it again, making it their fastest electric speedster, almost even within the VW group if we exclude Porsche Taycan, Audi e-tron GT, and such sports cars. I think that's really great too, because if you want to drive 326 horsepower, you naturally want to let it fly a bit on the highway, right, Stefan?
Absolutely, and he also wants to charge quickly.
10 to 80% in just 26 minutes. It's moving along slowly, isn't it?
It's moving forward.
Just imagine if Cupra had ever really listened to what we had said.
Who knows, have they?
Hood lifters, Frank, they don't have them, unfortunately. Very, very disappointing, Cupra. Maybe in the future with a model update, although there isn't much space left to fit it here, but definitely hood lifters. Some damping, because there's also an electric motor and air compressors here now, would of course be desirable. And then like a small compartment, Frank, where we can only put a Type 2 charging cable, so we don't have to mix it with the luggage in the trunk during bad weather, right?
Yeah, such a nice bolt.
And then we definitely want to hear how Spanish temper sounds here, right?
3, 2, 1.
Set, Cupra, 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 Cupra. Too bad it's not up there, and too bad it doesn't, in fact, open electrically in this location over here. I know it's not standard in compact cars, but the unique Cupra cars certainly aren't standard at all. Cupra is rebellious, Cupra is premium, and to me, premium includes an electric tailgate, right? Like with the Aura Cat, now there's the Aura 03, yes?
Exactly.
All right, let's take another good look in the trunk here. We have 385 liters of available cargo space, which I really like. We have the double floor where we can store the Type 2 cable in the second layer. And of course, there's a small compartment for some onboard tools, tire fit kit, etc. What's even cooler is for all those who want to go to the mountains with the all-wheel drive Cupra for skiing, we have the pass-through for longer items, like skis or snowboards as well. Besides that, this setup also allows you to carry even more equipment with great ease. Yes, if the pass-through isn't enough and you also want to fold down 60% of the passenger side, then you're spot on with the Cupra Gold, which offers great functionality. Of course, the 40% of the driver's side can also be folded down. And then, of course, this storage volume increases from 385 liters to over 1,000 liters. And now we can give a little teaser. Do you also see that blue carbon? Yes, tell me, do we have those super comfortable race seats in there by any chance?
Could be.
Wow, I think we need to really let loose in the factory, right? Absolutely. See what hand luggage looks like in the trunk of the Cupra Born right here. Guess what? Is this here my suitcase, or is it that one over there? Or is that Stefan's suitcase and this one mine? That's definitely our camera case. We flew with Just Carry On. And so you get an impression of how 385 liters distribute into 2 carry-on suitcases. What?
Yes, it closes manually as well.
I really meant, what on earth doesn't go completely electric in some way, Cupra?
Doesn't work electrically either.
Cupra, my goodness. Wow, that's why I'm developing such incredibly strong arms, you know, right?
Yeah, don't want the shirt to rip.
But it's kind of fancy, right?
Such a beautiful car.
Outside, we showed you everything. Let's take a look inside. We have single glazing installed here in our test subject. As far as I know, we don't have double glazing as an option here either. 2 discs linked by foil, quite an intriguing design. Very rare to find in the compact class. Yes, here in the interior, then in the door, we have hard plastic here, to be honest, a bit textured. That makes us a bit more lenient here with the Cupra triangles. But here I would have preferred a different mix of materials. That's also a kind of plastic, metallically painted. Here is again just a regular plastic, but a bit higher quality. And here we have a bit of Alcantara microfiber, Racetex, I don't know what Cupra calls it. That feels nicely soft and is also slightly lathered here. Yeah, nice big door trim, but again, the rattling and rustling can be quite annoying if you drive for a long time, especially on bumpy roads. So a carpet, a rubber mat, or something. Anyway, a large bottle of water fits in here, and that's already worth a bit. Stefan?
Sorry, but these racing seats, they really look great from front to back. I honestly can barely wait to actually see them up close and personal.
Let's proceed chronologically. You're messing up my entire script. I worry for many days.
Thoughts?
Yes, we have a really great head-up display, which is also very simple and easy to read. Up here in the front, which isn't always a given in the compact class, we have a very nice driver display, somewhat akin to the ID series. Here's the gear selector, the indicator, lever, wipers, all great. And then we have here a nice grippy high performance. The steering wheel, I'm not sure if it's real leather or faux leather, but it doesn't matter because it feels nicely grippy. Beautiful copper, here the seams, everything well crafted. Also, this hubcap, even though it's not leather, it looks much more valuable than in my Mercedes EQS back then. And we have nice tactile buttons. And the most important is the Cupra button afterwards in the VZ, because then you switch to the Cupra Drive profile. Otherwise, there is the individual mode where you set everything yourself for easy customization. You've got the max range mode for F1, comfort just for cruising and relaxing, and you've got performance for when you want it to be a bit more spirited. And then, of course, Cupra comes with the Cupra button, where you really have a maximum of 240 kilowatts, 545 Newton meters, and the VZ really moves. Yes, we have a large display here in the center. Now, with the latest updates, improved functionalities, just as we're accustomed to, providing a seamless experience, and everything proceeds very smoothly, really quickly. Then when it flips here back and forth, you will see the difference. So nothing tugs or pulls here. Nothing to complain about, right?
Ja, das macht er
Anything
wirklich
to
gut.
complain about?
Jetzt übertreibt nicht.
No. Bam into the menu, bam phone, bam back to the menu, bam navigation. This is what I imagine infotainment to be like. We always praised it in Tesla, so we praise it in the...
Regulation.
Yes. We have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto across the entire display. That's wonderful. Let's continue chronologically here in the center console. Air vents, main table, and then a nice high-quality roller shutter framed in this beautiful copper-colored line. We have a large storage compartment here. I really, really like that, where we can pack everything, including my little bed here. Then we have the interior noise meter. We'll need that later. We've got two cup holders here, which can also hold a large smartphone. And we've got the great Cupra phone, which unfortunately isn't included, with an inductive charging surface up front to charge it. And then, of course, we can fold down this compartment here. And then it's really huge.
Yeah, we've got two USB-C ports in there.
Yes, very good for loading. And it goes really deep down here because we are on a pure electric platform, right? Very nice. Then here again, beautiful fabric with Alcantara. And look, up here is also such a nice faux leather with copper-colored stitching. I wish they could possibly have extended this up here. Yes.
That would have been cool.
Let's take a closer look at that from the side. Then we'll get to one of the main highlights before we start driving, as it's truly something special. And these are the awesome racing bucket seats. How incredibly cool is that in the brand new Cupra Born VZ? Here, very, very nice large shoulder pads. Here you can theoretically pass the shoulder straps through. We have a beautiful cloth section here trimmed with leather, faux leather, Alcantara. So this is a really high quality mix. We obviously have maximum support here in the thighs, of course in the lower back. That means even I, with my 99.9 kilos, fit perfectly in here and have a seat and support as if I were in a sports car. And that, I believe, is what excites many about Cupra. Not just this rebellious design, but also the performance, this feeling of driving a car that no one else drives, right? Yes. Not to be overlooked, of course, here also nicely embossed the Cupra logo. Yes, enough with the praise. Down here, though, I'm missing another little storage compartment.
Yes, that would be nice.
Where is my brain pouch, though?
Yeah, you know.
I already have it on the tape.
8 kilos of hand luggage.
Did I happen to forget to take my brain bag?
But you already received an elegant new comb from me.
Yeah, let's take a look at the glove compartment. I have no idea what this is. Let's take a look. Okay, there's nothing I can do in Spanish. Large storage compartment, but sadly not lined with felt or carpet. That would have been very good, of course.
That would have been nice, but that seems a bit strange to us.
Let's pack it up again before it goes missing. But look, down here there's hard plastic too. At least it's perforated.
Yeah, kind of fancy, you know?
But classy starts with the doormat. Look, it's already a bit...
That's really fantastic, truly. And it's also made from high-quality regenerated nylon.
But what I don't find so cool is that hard plastic again naturally.
Here at the start.
Look here with the strap.
Rattles quite nicely again. Rattles. But you can simply attach an ISOFIX to your racing seat for that purpose now. Isn't that great? A child seat fits on it.
3-child ISOFIX?
Yep, he did. Who doesn't know? Nordschleifer born, kid's seat in front, and off we go for a ride.
So a high-performance parent mobile. Perfect. Brilliant. Maybe do some strength training here for the Born VZ, right?
Yeah, a bit of beat sets and stuff.
But I want to stay slim, smart, and charming. Here with my delicate 99.9 kilos, maintaining this ideal weight. Let's see how he fits into the rather busy schedule here. And that goes very smoothly. Even I can just sit back here very comfortably and feel really quite at ease. We have a nice center armrest, but here it's unfortunately the same with the cup holder, that my elbow is right here. Because the car is a bit narrower than here in the cup holder. I would have wished that everything here was a bit longer. Maybe you could pull out the cup holders. But this isn't a wish fulfillment show. Anyway, We have child ISOFIX mounts on the driver's side, on the passenger side, and on the passenger seat. So 3 in total. What we're missing with the racing seats, look, really nice. Blue carbon, right? Yeah.
Is nice and blue.
That looks pretty fancy, right? But this is kind of like a net or a bag. But you probably can't expect both, can you?
Unfortunately not.
Right? And what I honestly miss, it can't be that much extra cost, are rear air vents, especially in hot Spain, when I think of the peak summer.
Ja, hier ist gar nichts drin.
That would have been really cool, plus the 2 USB-C ports, and maybe, like in the Tavascan, if we're in a wishful thinking mode, maybe a 3-zone climate control, right?
Yes, that would be a dream.
And what they're missing too, look, we don't have a glass roof, right? Certainly, a sleek black roof lining, wouldn't you agree?
Nice for a change.
But hopefully that will be optional too, like a glass roof with a shade, right? They had that in the ID3 as well, didn't they?
Yes, certainly.
Yes.
What's up, Fyogi? Can you manage with the hoof?
Yes, I want to experience the 240 kilowatt. Come on, hop in. Let's do the driving report and the test drive now with the Cupra Born VZ. We initially started with the Born VZ. And it's pretty stable over here, right? Yeah, absolutely.
A bit tougher?
Nice, firm, sporty suspension. There are such lovely bumps here in Barcelona, so you obviously have to go over them slowly, but when you turn it, it moves ahead fast.
Ja, dat merkst du, ne?
But we're in comfort. It doesn't yet have that signature Cupra punch that I can immediately feel.
That is a good performance.
Let's drive quickly through the roundabout. Stefan loves that. He does it perfectly.
He's doing well.
We want to measure the interior noise with you at 50 km/h. 61 decibels. That's actually a decent value, right?
That's fine, yes, that you could glaze over an idea.
Fit. We're driving 70 km/h. (63, 64, 65 decibels. That's truly an impressive top value. We're accelerating straight to 100 very quickly. 70, 71 decibels. It's actually a little bit quieter than the IDA3 when we measured it back then, which was surprising. We had, I think, 70 decibels at 70 and approximately mid 70 decibels at around 100. So even there, Born has continued to evolve. I have to say, a truly performant car somehow also really needs a killer sound system, doesn't it, right? Yes. We have Sennheiser on board now, and somehow it sounds awesome, right?
Ja, das hat schöne Bässe.
But also the highs, the mids are really clear, so Sennheiser does a really good job, right? I like it just as much as in Tabascan.
Yes.
We have now activated the travel pilot. And it comes in a variety of different levels, here referred to as the travel assist program. And there he drives very, very smoothly and very nicely and very cleanly right in the middle of the lane. I will be supported by the augmented reality head-up display, which always provides me with very useful information about the lane and the distance to the car that is ahead of me. We have a capacitive steering wheel, which shows us when we need to take control, then 3 fingers are enough. This is truly at the highest level within the VW group, and here, especially in the Cupra Born VZ, I'm not worried either that he doesn't take the curve cleanly here. Look closely, Stefan. Isn't that really what makes the charm, right?
Richtig gut.
Additionally, the Travel Assist also incorporates an advanced predictive regulation feature. This means we have an excellent traffic sign recognition system. It accurately detects the driving speed and then precisely adjusts the speed to the maximum permissible speed. So it goes from 100 to 70, then he's at 70 at the 70 sign. If it goes back to 100, he goes back to 100.
That's perfect.
This is partially autonomous driving 2024 for me. Isn't this the roundabout where we were in Tavascan?
Yes, we are.
That's the awesome thing about the Cupra Born VZ, that with 1090 meters, you get an exceptionally great and very satisfying turning circle. And here in Spain, you can find circles almost everywhere you look. And here you can really let the Cupra Born VZ fly freely and easily. You see this here. It's honestly really actually quite a lot of fun and enjoyable to be driving Stefan around like this. Naturally, we also want to simulate parking together with you in the Cupra VZ to better understand the vehicle's capabilities. You certainly enjoy driving such a compact car, especially in a city where streets are narrow. Yes, the Spanish don't wait. They're always very, very impatient. You always have to make sure to keep moving forward. Or how do they say it around here?
Up, up.
Hola, 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 hola. Hello, Forest fans. Nice big rear view camera, which you can also take a look at here in more detail or come see up close and personal for yourself. Adjust and change. You also have the optional parking assistant where the car parks for you, ensuring a hassle-free experience. And so it's actually fun, right? Here's the 360-degree view. You can enlarge this again. So I have to say the Born offers quite a lot for a compact car, doesn't it?
He's really good at plucking them individually.
Exactly. And when we basically drive out, I'm kind of missing the front camera. What's happening on Cupra? No front camera? That is simply natural. What's going on here? Do I have an application error now? No. What do we have here? Can we press that? Can we press sound? No, he apparently didn't, right? No. But he does have 360 degrees up front, surround view. Oh man, Cooper, what is really going on there yet again? In Born VZ, do you want some kind of performance? We'll speed up quite nicely here, hitting 50 on the highway, and let's give it a bit more gas. 80 and suddenly it's 100. It takes 2 amazing seconds, faster than expected. That's fast. It goes from 0 to 100 in 5.6 seconds of acceleration. And there is the Cupra Born VZ. Even our neighbor in the Mazda 3 looks over, seeing what a high-performance electric car it is. And that's the truly amazing thing about electromobility, that we have the 240 kilowatt available right now in Cupra mode, delivering immediate performance. 545 Newton meters, and here's the punch. Look, so this moves forward. It's not like in other electric cars where you have 300 horsepower, but then nothing happens. In the Born, things generally tend to move forward here, so you get a bit of that unique Tesla-like kind of futuristic feeling that's hard to miss, you know? Yeah, I think so. But it's much more comfortable to blend into the flow of traffic with the Cupra Born VZ here and take advantage of the great travel assist feature for an enhanced driving experience. Maybe this is also the transition to travel comfort, dear Stefan. What does your butter-meter say?
Yes, we already established that this one is a bit harder, a bit more sport-tuned. And we also have the racing seats in the car, so I was a bit skeptical. But I have to say, I'm sitting comfortably here with side, shoulder, and lumbar support. That's perfect, I think. How that affects things long run, we'll see in the future as time progresses and we observe changes.
And where, of course, the racing bucket seats really shine is when we're doing a bit of slalom driving within our lane. Here, nothing escalates and you're securely and comfortably fixed into the seat. That means we've got a really nice, firm, yet comfortable suspension. It's like having a go-kart feeling in the city center, offering a thrilling and exciting drive, or when you cleverly weave skillfully through the alleyways with such incredible agility and... But then I think, on the highway, we have such a nice long-distance comfort. So this balance, this snappy short and the comfortable long, he handles extremely well.
Absolutely, it's fun.
And I truly think that Cupra is the right choice for everyone in the Volkswagen group who passionately wants a really rebellious and standout design. From the outside, we showed you who also want to travel comfortably from time to time. And where I'm really impressed is with these racing seats, they are really well padded. Yeah. So it's not like one of those nutshells like we used to always know.
Or the carbon heavy something, which is quite tough and challenging to manage.
Exactly, right where your tailbone hits, but that's tricky.
Where you need the seat circle.
Exactly, so here you really have a genuine long-distance travel comfort.
I think so. End of day fact, yes, in Barcelona oil.
There's quite a lot going on here, isn't there? Yeah, let's talk about consumption. We mentioned that at the beginning. And we've got a value here for 1.03 kilometer. The vehicle has only run 167 kilometers. And I have to say, for 320 kilometers, 21.6 kilowatt per 100 kilometers, really pretty decent, right?
That sounds good to me.
Average speed shouldn't be taken too literally in Spain because it's obviously different from Germany, where there's a lot of speed limits and also a lot of stop-and-go traffic, especially here in Barcelona. However, I also reset the counter earlier. We've now driven 35 kilometers, so let's just wait and see exactly what it is that he is capable of doing.
Yes, very good. About 15 kilowatt hours.
Hi, 14.9 kilowatt hours at an average speed of 57 km/h, considering my spirited driving style and overall performance.
You really want praise again, do you?
No, I don't want that at all, but it's a good value for the Cupra Born VZ.
Absolutely. Yes, that is correct.
Let's get to the interim conclusion with the Cupra Born VZ. Interim conclusion, because we still want to drive it on German autobahns and do the consumption test at 100, 120, 140, 160 km/h. really want to do the charging test and thoroughly check how it performs on various road conditions. I am thrilled by the powerful 240 kilowatt, 326 HP of the all-wheel drive. And finally, we also have, get the most highly efficient version of Born, so to speak, please.
Yes, and it's truly a lot of fun.
Because there are genuine sports car genes in there. Sitting here with the racing seats, you really get that thrilling racing feeling, almost like you're on an actual racetrack. And I personally believe Volkswagen implements this quite effectively. We couldn't quite confirm 0 to 100 in 5.6 seconds today, but honestly, it does indeed seem to feel just a little bit quicker. Yes, although he needs a brief moment to reflect before he gets going, it usually helps him focus and perform better. And if you took those away, I think he would slip under 5 seconds. I firmly believe Cupra genuinely wants to protect its customers a little bit here, so that folks don't just carelessly place the table on the table, you know?
I think so too, yeah.
Otherwise, this firm but comfortable suspension is brilliant. On one hand, you get a bit of that go-kart feeling, but on long journeys, you also get the travel comfort you expect. If you want to drive long distances with such a Born VZ, especially with the 79 kilowatt hours net, 84 kilowatt hours gross, it is actually a good travel car with the fast charging time of 26 minutes.
Absolutely, that's exactly right on average.
Am I on one of those extraordinary and amazing wow trips again?
I definitely wouldn't have ever bought that.
Unfortunately, we now have to part ways with the Cupra Born VZ. It was quite a lot of fun and really an amazing experience. I hope you had a lot of fun with the video as well. Give it a thumbs up and please check if you're part of the Einfach electric community. We'd be thrilled if you support us with a subscription. That way you won't miss the brand new videos here on the channel. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and see you soon. Yours, Ollie. Hey, Stefan?
Yes.
I sort of already missed the illuminated Cupra logo right here. Don't you miss it too, by any chance? That's also very sleek with the carbon and the copper detailing. Yeah, it's really impressive.
Athletic.
Write in the comments how you see it.